In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at how you can create an art brush in Adobe Illustrator. Now, there are several ways to create an art brush, and today I'm going to take a look at creating an art brush using the generative vectors option, creating my own icon, and importing a PNG image. So let's first start with the generative option. I'm going to make a rectangle shape, and then with my selection tool, I'm going to select that shape, and then I get this contextual taskbar on top, which if it isn't visible, you can go to Window and then choose Contextual Taskbar. Now with this rectangle selected, if you click Generate Vectors, and we're going to use the Vectors option today, not the Generative Shape Fill option. If you want to see this one, I have a video about this one also. I will link it on top here in the right. But if you click, you can describe what you want to create. Let's say we want a brush stroke. And you can see that Illustrator already gives you things you can say, but I'm going to keep it at just brush stroke. You can check your settings here to make sure you have the maximum detail. You can adjust all kinds of things, the color and tone, for example, is set to none, but just you can press generate because the only thing you really need to check for this one might be your detail. But when you check everything and it's to your liking, you click generate, and now Illustrator will start generating images for you. Well, vectors. And as you can see now, I have 3 options of brush strokes. Let's see if there is one we can use for our brush. And I think I might regenerate them. Well, let's just generate a couple more, because I do not like that it ends so abruptly here. Okay, this one looks better. That one also ends abruptly. It's a nice vector, but it's not really what I'm looking for to use. This isn't either, so we're going with this one. Now, you generated a vector image, but if you now go to Window and then choose Brushes, you will see you cannot drag it into your Brushes window to create a new brush because it says that it contains elements that cannot be used in art brushes. Now we can circumvent this. If you have your image you want to use, you can go to File and then Export. And here we're going to export it as a PNG and then click OK. And make sure your resolution is high and also that your background is transparent because that's why we're making a PNG, and then click OK. So when you've saved that, I'm going to delete this one, you can go to File, Place, and then choose your brushstroke. Make sure you do not select the link option. It cannot be linked, it must be embedded. And then you say place, you place your stroke, and it's all good and well. But if you say you have your icon, your brushstroke, and you just drag it into Illustrator, which is also possible, but then your image will be linked. We will get the same, well, not the same, but we will get an error message if you try to use it, cannot be linked. So if you drag it into Illustrator and it is linked, you can go to Window and then choose Links. And then here you can see the top one is linked, the bottom one is embedded because we placed it and we chose not to link it. If you have something that is linked and you want to embed it, you can do so in the links window by selecting that and then go to the hamburger icon and choose embed image. And now it's also embedded. So, long way to go, but when it's embedded and you have everything ready, you can drag it into your brushes window, choose to make an art brush, and then press OK. And then here I'm going to say stretch between guides, and I'm going to let it stretch between here and here. Colorization method, you can put it to tints or tints and hues. As you can see here, there is an explanation what it will do. In my experience, it doesn't always work. So That's why if you want it in a color, maybe best to do it in a color beforehand, and black if you want it black, but you can choose the method here if you so want to. And then when you're happy and you're finished, you press OK. So now we have a brush. I'm going to delete these. And then if I press my brush icon and make sure I'm on the brush I just created, I can now use it as a brush, as you can see here. Really nice option to make your own brushes. Now, the second option. Let's import our ready-made vector image. Same here. If I drag it into Illustrator, I will have to make sure that it's embedded. So I will go to the links window and I will say embed images. And if you choose file place, you can choose not to link it. So then drag your paw print, in this case, into the brushes window, choose an Artbrush, press OK. And then here I'm going to say scale proportionally. I'm going to let it scale from bottom to top. I do not want a colorization method, and then I'm going to press OK. Now delete this one, take my brush again, and then here I'm on the paw print, and now I can make paw prints. Look how cute. So yeah. And then creating our own vector icon, I'm going to make a star like this, make it yellow, and then just exactly the same again, drag it into your brushes window, make an Artbrush, press OK, scale proportionally from the top, and then press OK, delete this one, take your brush icon tool, and you can make stars. Easy as that. That was a quick tutorial on how you can make an art brush in Adobe Illustrator. Be sure to let me know in the comments below if you liked the video. Press the like button if you did. Press the subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos. New videos going live every week. Now for now, thank you for watching my video. Stay creative and I hope to see you in the next one.